What's going on, guys? Back again with another video. Behind me is the city skyline of Manila. If you haven't seen the previous videos, I kind of do a little bit of a tour around from my balcony on the 63rd floor right here in Makati. So go check out those videos if you haven't seen them already. In this one today, I'm going to walk you through why you need to be hiring your offshore staff from the Philippines, whether you are just starting a new business. Doesn't matter what industry you're in, or if you have a current business right now and you're looking for a way to save money but also get some excellent top talent in the world, Philippines is the place to go, and I'm going to reveal exactly why in this video. So in order for me to do that, let me give you a bit of a breakdown on my personal experience that has led me to this beautiful city, to this beautiful country, and to this personal opinion of mine, which I'm trying to demonstrate to you in this video. So I started my business about 5 years ago now, and since I started it right up until now, it's changed and transformed into lots of different things. I've sold lots of different types of services. I've done a whole bunch of different things, but essentially it's been the same thing. So if you click the links in the description below, you'll learn a little bit more about what my business is, what we do. It's all based on AI video production, faceless YouTube channels, AI advertising, and essentially helping people scale their business with videos. So if you're a video editor, by the way, if you're from the Philippines, click the link in the description below. We've got a membership community for video editors from around the world. So if you're a video editor, click that link. And if you're a business owner, you can also join that community as well, so that you can hire video editors. And there's also some links in there that explains how we actually grow businesses with video. So anyway, I digress. At the beginning of my business journey, I found it very hard for me to actually scale my company. I was very successful at first, but the problem was I was spending all of my time working in my business instead of on my business. And I'm sure you've heard the term before, you don't want to be working in it, you want to be working on it. But if you start a brand new business, you have to work in it in order to work on it. The only way for you to actually scale any business, doesn't matter what it is, and I don't care what anyone says, is for you to hire people. Now, if you don't have any money, if you're just starting a business from scratch like I did, then you don't have any money to really hire top talent. You have to hire people that can work for, I want to say cheap, but that isn't really the right word, because most people that get paid, if they're in the Philippines, a certain amount of money, it's a lot to them. So it's almost like an agreeable price is the word I'm looking for, I guess. So instead of hiring top talent, I found that it was much easier for me to hire people that knew or had the skills that I needed, but they were living in a different country. Had I have hired people from Australia or the UK or America, I would never have been able to grow my business. I would be paying them way too much money. So I went on Upwork like everyone else does, and I went on Fiverr like everyone else does, and I hired people from lots of different countries around the world. I hired people from India, from Latin America, from Europe, I hired people from Australia who are freelancers, UK, etc. And those ones from the Western countries were typically doing a job for me, and I was able to pay them what I could afford to do the job. And from my experience of doing that, I basically narrowed down the type of countries where I feel is best to hire from, and it almost always just came down to the Philippines, because the Philippines people are hard workers and they can speak English. So it was very easy for me to bring them into my company. It's a fully remote company, by the way, so that's one challenge that I had. But it was easy for me to bring them into my infrastructure online using things like Slack and all my online infrastructure, and basically accommodate them and get them doing the job that I needed them to do. It was just far easier for some unknown reason, I guess. So I still don't really know even to this day the reason why, but I'm going to try and explain or argue that point here in this video. So the Filipinos, they just know how to do pretty much anything. And the reason for that is because they have so many BPOs here. If you're not familiar with what that is, it's business process outsourcing. So some of the biggest companies in the world that you would know of outsource their infrastructure here. So JP Morgan, Vodafone, some of these big banks, big telecommunications companies, IT companies, even some of the big e-commerce companies, I believe they outsource everything here. So when you do ring these companies up for customer service, you're usually speaking to someone from the Philippines. And a lot of these companies outsource a lot of the basic work to the Philippines. So anything like creative, I'm not too sure on the tech side or the engineering side, but I think mostly creative stuff, a little bit of networking, customer support, assistance, things, to that nature. And so because of that, they've almost built like an ecosystem or something along those lines here in the country, which allows you as a business owner to ride off of that wave, because these massive companies have already built that infrastructure or that ecosystem for you. So I kind of feel like I'm ranting a little bit, but that's essentially the situation that we have here in the Philippines. So what I found out was that hiring people from the Philippines enabled me to get really high quality pieces of work done for a fee that was affordable for me and agreed upon to pay between me and my staff. So typically a Filipino person, their monthly salary is like 20,000, 25,000 pesos a month. That's a good salary to them, from what I hear at least, and from my research. So in Australian dollars, that's about 500 Australian dollars a month. Now, I would never be able to get away with hiring someone in Australia for that amount of money. There's just no way I'd be able to do it. You're looking at paying someone $500 a week for work in Australia, and it's probably the same in any Western country. So I found that I was able to hire a heap of people from the Philippines to do all of this work for me that needed to be done. And it meant I could take it off of my plate, give it to them, and then I can think of more big picture things. And so if you've seen any of the videos on my YouTube channel, I talk about creating faceless video content, and I mentioned it at the beginning of this video. Again, links in the description below. But in order to create YouTube channels, instead of me having to edit the videos, or in order to create advertisements for our clients, instead of me having to edit the videos, I can hand it off to Filipino video editors, okay? And it's the same for like appointment setting. It's the same for sales. It's the same for anything to do with building websites. You can just hire them from the Philippines. Now, I have typically been able to hire them through running ads on Facebook. You can get some really quality people through Upwork. I try to avoid Fiverr, but you can try Upwork or just run ads in order to hire the people that you want to join your business. So if you are a new business owner and you're struggling to get your business off the ground, you find that you're spending a lot of time working in it, look to the Philippines to hire people to take that work off your plate so that you can do the bigger picture things. Cool. So if you are a new business owner and you are working in your business all the time and you're not enjoying your work, because there was a stage in my life where I wasn't enjoying my business at all, I was doing everything. If you're in that situation, then look to the Philippines in order to scale it, because you can give the work to people from the Philippines and you could easily find them, they speak English, they can follow SOPs and instructions, they're hard workers, and they have a really good sense of culture. So if you hire a few of them in a team, like they work really well. All of my video editors are from the Philippines, so they can all kind of talk to each other in their own dialects, and they can just get things done just better than everyone else. So that's been my experience. And if you want to experience the same thing as me, I would recommend turning towards the Philippines to do it. I absolutely hated doing everything myself. I struggled for a long time to find good people to work for me. And it wasn't until I figured out that in the Philippines, they just have this really good work culture. And that's kind of why I'm here, now today, right? As you can see, I've got this amazing city behind me. There's so much opportunity here. And once you've got a team, it gives you a reason to come here and check out the country. You can actually go and travel it. You have an excuse to come here to visit your team. You can fly everyone out to the same city if they're in different parts of the country. And you can decide if you want to actually have an office here. It's not that expensive to do that. That's something I might be thinking about doing in the future, but I started my business so that it would be a fully remote company, to be honest. So at this stage, I'm not looking at doing something like that, but it depends what industry you're in and what kind of business you're building. So look, hopefully that was an interesting video for you guys. I know I kind of ranted a little bit, but this is the reason why you need to be looking to the Philippines to grow your business and to outsource to the Philippines. I can't really put any more arguments or opinions in front of you. I've said what I needed to say. If you have a different opinion, let me know in the comments below. But in terms of where my business is going, I'm scaling it right to the moon purely because I'm able to leverage the amazing qualities and culture of the Filipino people. And so I thank them for that. If any of you guys from my team are watching this video, I really appreciate you. And if you have enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Look at the videos that I posted previously, which is about the Philippines. I'm doing a series, like I mentioned at the beginning of this one. And click the notification bell so that you get an update on the next video that I publish. See you guys in the next one.